So the Raptors versus Bucks game 1 just commenced, just finished game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Okay, we've been waiting for this day. Great matchup, obviously, because the game was within 8 points. Very close, and there was no shortage of scoring, guys. Okay, let's run down the stat sheet and let's talk about this game. We had Kawhi Leonard with 31 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. We had Siakam with 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Marc Gasol with 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 points. And Kyle Lowry with 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. For the Milwaukee Bucks, Mirotic had 13 points and 6 rebounds. Giannis had 24 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. Brook Lopez dropped 29 points on him, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 blocks. Chris Middleton had 11 and 11 points and rebounds, 4 assists. Like, scoring was coming from everywhere. Brogdon had 15 points. It was like no shortage of scoring, guys. This was an amazing game. And there were some important things to note. I got my NBA app here ready. Literally everything is laid out for me. Unbelievable. But the rebound disparity, okay? The Bucks had 60 rebounds. The Raptors had 46. The Bucks also had 11 blocks and the Raptors only had 4. But besides that, everything else was pretty even. But those are some serious category disparities right there. And also the amount of blocks that the Bucks were able to get shows how quick they were on defense, okay? They were swatting everything. I thought they had fly swatters in their hand. I'm like, how are they extending their arms that far to block? I didn't even know this was physically possible. I'm seeing it was unbelievable. Okay, another thing to note, Brook Lopez, I'm a little salty. You know what I mean? You were on our team formerly and you were not doing this. You know, and I was rooting for you the entire time. And I still am rooting for you. I like you, but I was salty watching this performance because you did amazingly. You did amazingly, and I couldn't help but just be jealous. So Brook Lopez, just know I am jealous. I'm sitting here jealous of you. Jealous of the Bucks. That's what we could have had, but you know. Moving on. There are a lot of factors that go into game 1s, okay? Game 1s are very important. Not only do they set the tone, but you want to take care of home court advantage, right? Like, who wants to invite someone into your home and get beaten the very first game? Very embarrassing. You know what I mean? So game 1 holds a lot of weight, and there's a lot of things that go into it. For example, how many days of rest you had before that. So the Raptors obviously had less rest because they played all the way to a game 7. We saw the amazing buzzer beater by Kawhi Leonard, stuff like that. Whereas the Bucks did not have to go to a game 7, so they had a little bit more rest. And here's the thing about this, is I said this last night. If you didn't watch that podcast, go ahead and check it out. It's up on my channel right now. But basically what I was saying about the Trailblazers is that when you go into a game 1, you have to be locked in. And it's hard to do that after you're coming off. I don't know why I'm doing this. What is this? Put your hands down. It's hard to do that coming off of a game with such an emotional high, okay? Literally, the picture of Kawhi like squatting to see if the shot went in and they're all like looking. People are literally considering that like to be the best picture of basketball in history. You know what I mean? Like, that was a crazy game winner, to say the least. And so coming off of something that high emotionally, you have to be able to re-lock in and be focused and get ready to get after it that next day. If the game is tomorrow, you gotta be ready. You know what I mean? In 2 days, whatever the case is. And sometimes what happens when you're coming off of a high like that, you know, you're still, oh my gosh, that was crazy. Yes, you're kind of locked in, but you're not locked in all the way. Plus, your stamina's low. You just went to a game 7. That means that series was a hard-fought series. So you don't have that much stamina. You're coming out for that emotional high. Those are 2 things that work against you. Now, there are some teams that come out with incredible grit and grind and overpower the other team in the game 1 either way, but you have to be extremely locked in for that. And also, there's another factor that might help a team coming off of a game 7 to beat a team that has had rest in that next series, game 1. And that is if the other team that has rest is slacking. Okay, if you catch a team slacking, you caught them slacking. You know what that means. That means they're just chilling. They're just chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, just shooting some b-ball outside of the school. They're just chilling. Now, you came in there, they've prepared for you, they think that they're ready, and you come in with that grit and grind and you surprise them, you shock them. They've been resting on their laurels. And you come in there and you just overpower them. That's a way that you can win. However, the Bucks, you could see that they were well rested, and at the beginning, they weren't really locked in, but you could see them lock in, especially defensively, offensively as well. People picked it up towards the end of the game, and they were able to go ahead and get the win. But that rest can be a positive thing, but it can also be a negative thing. We've seen that happen before. It's a lot of things that go into game ones, but the Milwaukee Bucks went ahead and took advantage of the rest they had. They rested up, stamina looked fine. They were able to lock in towards the end and go ahead and pull out that win. Raptors, it's tough coming off of game 7, going into the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, that's tough. It only gets tougher as you go. So it's tough for them, but they have some firepower. They were showing today that they literally have a bunch of scorers. Who do you want it from? Kyle Lowry said, tonight it's me. I've got 30 for you. So you just never know. You never know. This is going to be a very good series. I am excited for it. I do want the Bucks to win simply because of Giannis Antetokounmpo. If you don't know, I did it before the NBA video on him, and his backstory is just amazing. If you want to see that, just look up before the NBA Giannis Antetokounmpo, and my video will come up. No, it was touching. It was touching. I may have shed a tear. It was touching. You know what I mean? And so I really just am rooting for him. I want to see him win. Plus, you know, if Kawhi doesn't win, he might become a free agent. I'm not saying he's gonna come here, but you never know. So if he does win, he probably will stay. And he might stay regardless, you know what I mean? At this point, I don't mind what he does. It would just be interesting to have him floating around in free agency. You know, it would make it a little spicy. And you know I like the spice, you know? So you never know. But anyways, I want to know in the comments how y'all think this series is going to turn out. Let me know. Raptors or Bucks, and in how many games do you predict they will win? Like this video if you enjoyed it. Hit the notification bell to get notified every time I upload, because as you can see, I'm dropping videos like bombs and you don't even know it. You don't even know it. So hit the bell to get notified every time I upload. Check out the video I just uploaded right here. Subscribe to the splash squad down here, and check out my merch up here. I gotta go. See y'all later. Peace.